ask yourself, make a list of the values you have in life, and then always think of from what can I give to myself and what can I give to others? Because you need to give to yourself also. That's a relation. The first relationship you have is with yourself. So, and then you look at your values in life, and for the day, you can even in the morning say, okay, today I want to give to others by sharing maybe some Instagram positivity or whatever it is. Maybe you work at a coffee shop and you want to, whatever you want to give that day, maybe you want to give positivity there. And you want to, then you want to give positivity to yourself, maybe by working out or doing these things. But you can see the difference of if the brain is coming in, because the brain tries to make a feeling feel better. You want to say, I'm doing these values with whatever feelings or thoughts I have.
Oh, okay, I see.
Right?
Gotcha.
Because then you don't use it as a compulsion. Does it make sense?
Yep, yep. Mm-hmm.
So, and then what happens if when that time comes where I see what's best for me and I see the values, but I always or most of the time choose not to?
Say it again. What happens if you choose not to? Yeah, you're going to make your brain stronger. I'm not, your brain is trying to help you, but what you make it stronger is the compulsions. So, but that doesn't mean to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect. You can't be perfect. Life is like a combat sport. You will get hit and you will this. This is not about, this is about creating mental fitness. This is not about, Mark Freeman says it's so great. We don't go to the gym because we say we have an endurance disease. We go to the gym. We don't only go to the gym if our body is broken. We go to the gym to get us fitter and fitter, to be healthier. The same way you should see mental fitness is we doing these things as because by being capable to have any emotions and thoughts and still do the things you want to do, you create mental fitness, emotional fitness, both. So then you hold more and more space to do the things you want to do, but you just get more, oh, I can do this anytime now. I can do this. I can do these lives. I can do this because I've been there so many times with any emotions that the brain is like, oh, that's what we do now. That's what we do now. But you have to do those things. You have to do them because you show your brain. If you don't do them, if it's like Einstein said, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. So if you do the same thing, the brain's like, oh yeah, that's what we say. But if you do something new, the brain will be like, fuck this. What are you doing? And it will shoot at you a lot of anxiety and thoughts to get you to react. It doesn't even know what it's saying. It literally, the brain doesn't speak language. It has no idea. It literally has no idea. It throws whatever it knows that you react. And if you don't react, guess what? On some point, it's going to be like, wait a second. So this is not important to him anymore? Okay, guys, everybody, we don't have to shoot anxiety at him anymore. We have to shoot these things anymore at him. And then, but that doesn't mean to not do it when you have anxiety, because only if you do it when you have anxiety, you will show your brain that we can do this. Does it make sense? This is your brain giving you false alerts, because the false alerts come from the childhood. The false alerts come from all experiences that were like Courtney said earlier, from relationships or from anything that was traumatic, so to say, that where you made a stance and you said, I'm going to do from now on only emotionally unavailable because then I'm not going to get hurt, you know? And Courtney might have learned that somewhere, you know, and she could probably, if she looks at it, be like, oh yeah, that was when this and that's happened, you know? So I do something else and the brain's like, oh, and I swear, this is what happens. You do it more and more and you like, oh my God, I'm not scared of it anymore. you know? So
just pretty much disregard it, right?
say it again.
Disregard it, like say, ignore it.
It's easy said, but that's what I'm telling you guys. It's the practice. And whoever says, man, whoever says there's like the simple trick and like, you know how people always wanted to be simple and tricks? If it was that simple, wouldn't everybody have a Lambo right now? Wouldn't everybody have the hottest girlfriend or boyfriend? Wouldn't everybody have $1 million? Why don't everybody have $1 million? Tell me if it's that easy.
It's not.
So funny.
Go ahead, Courtney.
It's so funny. I actually posted a video on manifestation on my Instagram, and I got like this angry person. It just made me laugh. But they were like, you can't think your way into anything, like, because I was talking about manifestation, and you have to have goals and actually like do things in order to get stuff. If you could just think it into existence, wouldn't everybody do it? And it's like, there's such a balance between action and following your excitement, and also just like understanding those compulsions, understanding yourself, which is what the video was saying. I was like, there could be subconscious belief systems that, you know, are contributing to your shadow, which is essentially those compulsions, that's blocking the manifestation because you're not in that frequency that's going to attract that. So I just find that so funny because I'm like, it's so true, because it's so abrasive to some people. They're like, how can you do this manifestation stuff? How can you raise your vibration like that? How can you change so easily? People don't change. That's a phrase that drives me crazy. But yeah,
because people don't take the time to sit down and meditate. They are so in their old ways that they like, even when they sit down, all these thoughts and patterns come up because they don't block them anymore with Instagram, this, that, drinking alcohol, reading magazines, watching Netflix, going to the movies. They don't have anything to distract themselves anymore. And then they sit down and they try to meditate. And guess what happens? All the motherfucking anxiety, everything comes up. Everything comes up. And then they're like, you know what they're going to say? I cannot meditate. This is not okay. They say, you know what they say? They say, I'm the only person from all the people who can't meditate. It's because, and then people say, oh, there's just some people who can't meditate. Or they're like, oh, maybe me playing chess is meditation. And yes, you can be a meditative state playing chess and playing basketball and all that, but a lot of times that's a cop-out. People say they can't meditate.
Yeah.
So people say they can't meditate. And the spiritual growth, Carl C said this, the more you're able to sit with uncomfortable emotions, the more you will grow spiritually. You know?